Or online, am I audible? Can you hear me? Hmm. Hmm. Is it clear, ma? Good. Let me share the screen. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Now, did anyone here? Okay. Let's start with the class. Like, good morning, everyone. How are you all? Good morning, everyone. How are you? Online is the voice clear, ma? Yes. Good morning. Now, let's see what we have discussed in the previous classes. Full stack 9. Now, let me run it. This is what we have discussed, sir, yesterday. Yesterday we discussed events. Yesterday we discussed events. We discussed a topic such as events, and we understand what is an event, what is event handler, what is event listener, and what are different types of events such as mouse events, keyboard events, form events, window events. For mouse events, we used on click and we used on double click, on mouse over, on mouse out. For keyboard events, we did something like key press. For window events, we did DOM content loaded, abort, scroll, and we have something called form events also. We already did form validation. In that we have seen it, but I will just give you a glance. Form events. Form events are used. Events are triggers triggered by input actions. If user do any input action, based on that input, form events will be triggered, sir. For example, on input or on change or on select or on submit. Mostly these things will be there. If I go here, take it any website like IRCTC. If I go to the websites like IRCTC, if I click here, something like register, what? This is bad. Hmm. Which one you can do? Registration, sign up form. No, not this. Amazon. I don't know. Amazon will it go with something simple or big? Now take this. Here, whenever I'm entering it, if I go to this one is also not working yet. Go to Google. I will show you. See this. Sir, whenever I am entering A, can you see this? The moment you are entering, a result is changing. The moment you are entering, the result is changing. If you wanted the moment you enter, you wanted something to work, then you will use on input. What you will use, ma? On input. Now, or maybe imagine one select box is there. Select box is there. Like inside this, something like 1, 2, 3 will be there. If I select 1, something will happen. If I change it to 2, something will happen. If I change it to 3, something will happen. In that case, people will use something called on change. On change. Or if anyone select any button, like if they click on any radio button, the moment they select, you wanted something to happen, then you will use on select. When they submit the form, if you wanted something to happen, you will write on submit. Okay, let's create a simple form, sir. Let's go to the code, yesterday code. Let's create a simple form. Form hash form. Inside this, I will not write any action. Inside this, now I will write it here. Input hash NA BR input hash email or not email, like select. Let's put it select inside the select option, select gender. I'm just creating one form, sir, in HTML. Male option, female female or if I write it here, something like one radio button, input radio plus label radio here. What is this radio button is for selecting 1, 2. I will write it simple. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. 2, 2. Button submit. Now online anyone have any doubts in this code? Let me run this code. Forget about events and all. Focus on this first HTML. In my HTML, let me put it here BR everywhere. BR. Now here, and after this BR. Now see this. Here 2. Does anyone have any doubts in my form? Does anyone have any questions in the HTML, sir? Yesterday I explained you other events. Today I will explain you form events, and also we will understand topics like event allocation and all. Any doubts, ma, in this online? Online, is it clear everyone HTML till now? Yeah, please respond it, sir. Now, here, sir, I will do something like first one on input. I am taking input button. What is the ID of input? ID of input is NA. So I am taking it in JavaScript. In JavaScript, document dot get element by ID. Document dot get element by ID. ID name is NA. 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 Dot add event listener. Click. Click. Comma. One function I will write it here. Directly I'm writing the function here. Inside this function, I am printing console.log. My name is name is my name is E. E dot. Yesterday we discussed what is this E dot, how it will work. But let me explain it one more time. Now, if someone is trying to not click put, if someone is trying to input inside NA, input, see, for example, A, B, C, something I'm giving input. Whatever input, when I put not give input, automatically it will call this function. The moment I gave input, it will call this function. In this function, it will take E. E means event, and in this event, what is the target element? The target element bole to source. Your voice is breaking. Let me check it here just a minute. Online, is it clear ma now? Online, is the voice is clear ma now? Good. So logic is so simple, sir. If I go to this document.getElement by ID, NA, and I write something called add event listener, what is the event I'm giving input? E means input, event. Event dot target. Target bole to which element you are giving inputting, which is the target element, source element, that is input. This input element. In this input element, what is the value? Input element will have value, not text content. Whatever you type it value, it will come. Now, so right click, inspect, down, down, console. Can you see it here? If I type it A, can you see what it printed? My name is A. B R A S A D. The moment you are typing now, something is happening. The moment you are giving input, we can't see now. What? Online, can you see now at least? Online, can you see now? Why you can't see there? What about now? Can you see now? Huh? Why you can't see? Can you guys can able to see ma now? I'm sharing it. Now visible. Dekho. One more time, see it clearly. Then, sir, what did you write it, sir? You write it like if you take an element and if you write input, that means the moment you are giving input, the moment you are giving input, something is happening. Okay. What is happening the moment you are giving input? Whenever I give input now, automatically it will call event input dot target. Which element is giving input? In that element, what is the value? What is the value? If I enter A will be value. So this one is running. This one is running whenever you give input. Understand event, sir. For example, if I give click for button, if I give click, then it will run whenever someone click it. You don't click, it will not run. Same way input bole to whenever you give input, it will run. If I give input, see it's running. Whenever I'm giving input, it is running it one by one by one. The moment you give input, it will work, sir, based on the input. Is this clear? Is this clear, man? Yes. Now, good logic. Next, go here. Same way, take it here, gender. Now, document dot get element by ID, get element by ID, and the ID name is gender dot add event listener. And if I give here change, if I do here change, then immediately what it will do, sir? E console.log log e dot target dot next value. This is also value only inside. Now see, sir, when I give here male, what is originally male is there. If I change it to female, can you see it's printing? If I change it to male again, it will print. If I change it to female, it will print. If I change it to male, so when this event is working now, what is the triggering point of this event now? What is the triggering point of this event, sir, now? Earlier, triggering point is input. Now, it triggering point is change. The moment you are changing now, it is working. The moment you are changing it value, it's working some function. If, Earlier, when you give input, it will work. Now, if you are changing, it will work. This is on change. What is it called, sir? On change. Next one, document dot get element by ID, and here ID name is something. Document dot get element by ID 1. mm, Get element by ID 1 dot add event listener select. The change is predefined. नहीं देखो, change is a predefined event. बटन है, पर बटन you have clicked ना, is click is predefined property. No, click is a predefined event. तो क्लिक करे तो फंक्शन वर्क होता, चेंज करे तो फंक्शन वर्क होता, इनपुट करे तो एक फंक्शन वर्क होता, स्क्रॉल करे तो एक फंक्शन वर्क होता, एक की प्रेस करे तो फंक्शन वर्क हो जाता। ये पूरा इवेंट्स है। यूजर वो करे तो कुछ फंक्शन वर्क हो जाता। सिंपल। ऑनलाइन प्लीज फॉलो इट क्लियरली सर। नाउ e same logic I'm doing it always. Now console.log e. Now see it. The moment someone select it here, why select is not working? I think select is depreciated. Change is there. On select also will work whenever you select a particular element. Now why select is not working? On select will also work whenever you give selection option. But let me give it here. Select here. No. Usually select is used for radio buttons only. Whenever you select it. Okay. But why this one is not working? Console.log. Why? Select document.get element by ID 1. And when you select it, I think it's depreciated now then. So we have on input, on change, and we have final thing is on submit. I don't know whether you remember or not. We did something called form validation. In the form validation, we did submit method. Use submit method we used. If you write it here, document dot get element by ID. ID name is form. If someone submits the form, automatically it will work on function, sir. In that function, you can write it here. Console.log e dot dot target. Now देखो, sir, what if sir you go down and you just click on the submit button. Whenever you click the submit button, automatically the form is submitted. But can you see it? Is it printing anything console, sir? Online, when you are doing submitting, is it printing anything in console or not? Actually, it is printing and going very quickly. See, it is printing and going very quickly. To stop it, you will use something called prevent default. If you remember, we did this in form validation also. Prevent default. If you do prevent default, it will submit. Whatever the action by default will be there, that action will be stopped. Now see, can you see your form came? E dot target. Now it is not submitted. if I give e dot target dot value, no, no, not comma, undefined, e dot target or e, go here inside the submit event. You can see it here, something called submit, and inside the target, you can see it each and every value. Target 0 index, what is the value? Target first index, what is the value? Everything you can able to see it, sir, clearly. This is submit event. Total form events are like whenever you submit a form, you wanted something to do. Whenever user inputs a form, you wanted something to do. Whenever user changes something, you wanted to do something. In these cases, you will use this form events, sir. Total with the 4 types of events. See this, sir. Now, mouse events, keyboard events, window events, and form events. Does anyone have any doubts? Online, does anyone have any doubts, ma? No. Good, good. We have actually something called event delegation and event propagation. Okay. So as most people were not there today, so I'm not going to go with event propagation or delegation. I'm going to create it a Chota project today, and Monday we will complete this events by event propagation and delegation. We will do a small project, same like hamburger and all we did. Similarly, using DOM, I'm going to create a Chota project, which you can try it on your own also. Is this clear, ma, till now, everyone? Till now, is it clear, sir? Online till now, is it clear, ma? Now, now. Sir, let's create a Chota game. Now, I'm going to create it one game called memory game. And this is very simple to create it. And I want you to think your logic. To the people who don't know, I will show you what is it mean by memory game. And then you can able to, understand what we are going to create it also. I'm going to create it something similar to this. I'm going to create it something similar to this. This is called memory game. Memory games are like this. If you click on this, something will come. And if you click this next one, if the both are not matching, they will flip. Imagine if I click this angular, angular, no. Now this. Now I know this top one is also same. Now both are matching, so it will stop. This is one point. Again, no, no, this match. So like this, you have to remember your things and you have to do it, sir. Does anyone knows this game, sir? It's very popular game actually. Does anyone ever played this game before, sir? Online? Online, did you see this game before? This is called the memory game. One more time I'm showing you. Same logic it will be. You will have so many cards and you can able to flip them. Now, this memory game we are going to create. Let's make some rules. Sir, to create anything, first you need to have a clear idea. I am going to create it memory game. For this, first I will take one small notes. First, sir, how many cards you wanna put? Step one. Game will have, game will have. You guys tell me instructions. We will note it down. Game will have 9 cards in grid format with gap. Each card will have front and back. By default, all shows all sh- all shows the back side of card side of card. On click of any card, it rotates it rotates to to reveal front side. If two cards reveal front side, check whether they are matching or not. If matching, make them fixed. Else turn again back. Sir, this is what I wrote it, sir. Online, does anyone have doubts in this? Till now, is everyone clear? Online till now, is everyone clear? Yes. This is my instructions, which I wrote it on my own. Now, while doing it, we may add so more instructions, or we may think about it any other logics. So I will go here, something like this: index.html, script style.css, style style.css, index.js, exclamation, enter, LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, link, favicon, link, css, and script src. Good. Online, please let me know in case if you're not getting anything. See, just a 10 to 20 minutes, I will teach you how to make your own logics also, so that you will understand the process. Don't think about code. Think about the process, how to create it. We already wrote instructions, na? Based on this instruction, one by one, I will do it. And you guys also can do it. Now, anyone have doubts till now? Online, anyone have doubts till now in this particular game? No, no doubt, sir. Now, sir, first create parts. Sir, there are two approaches. See here. In nodes, our first logic is game will have 9 cards in grid format. There are two ways. One is like people will create directly using HTML 9 divs and they put one parent div, they directly create 9 divs. Another one is using JavaScript. Most people will prefer using HTML, but I don't prefer it. Why? Because, sir, tomorrow, what if someone comes to me and asks, sir, I want it like 20 cards in my program. Will you go back to HTML and change it to 20? No. If I did it in JavaScript, na, if I change it 9 cards, 9 number to 20 number, automatically my game should print 20 cards. If I give 50, also my game should work. So I will use this logic of JavaScript. Did you remember DOM creation online? Online, did you remember DOM creation, sir? I will use DOM creation. How to create it? Document.create element logic I will use. Memory, game. Later we will just do styling, nice, my kind of logic, but I will do basic styling only. Do hash memory, game, memory, game. I had it one main container, but I will not write anything in HTML. I will write it everything in JavaScript. Go to JavaScript, const main div equals to document dot get element by ID, ID name, ID name, memory game. Sir, why we are doing it? Sir, your voice is going, but screen is going slow. Oh, is screen and voice are not in sync, ma? Screen and voice are not in sync. Oh, is it clear now? Voice and video, is it clear? I am in this main div. Online, are you all getting it? Yeah, now. Good. Sir, I will do one by one. Understand it. In case if you are not getting anything, na, ask me. Sir, what is this? This is the main div. You can see it here. कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें. Go here. कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें. Now I will go here. Go to CSS. Asterisk. Margin 0. Padding 0. Box sizing. Border box. Border box. And H1. Text align. Center. Good. Now next. This is what I did till now. I hope you all are clear in my HTML and CSS. Now, what is the first step to do? Everyone, what is the first thing you have to do? What is the first thing you have to do, sir? Create 9 elements. Create 9 cards. Create the divs. Very good. So I am going into my JavaScript code. I am writing it here. I'm writing it here first. Let's create one array. Okay. Cards equals to one empty array. Let flip the cards. I need to count future. I will need to count now. If you remember, in step number 3, in step number 4, you have to count how many cards you flipped out. One or two. You have to count it. So for counting, I am creating one variable. flipped cards. Okay, how many, whatever the flipped cards are there. Or next, let's match anything are matching or not. Three variables I take. Future I will use them slowly one by one. Okay. If you don't understand it, like why I created three things, I'll also chhod do, because anyway in future when I come to that particular one, I will tell you. First one, step number one, create divs. Create divs. Now let me write it here. Function create card. I'm creating one function, sir, which will have create card. It will take two things, ID and image. Const card equals to document dot get element by ID. Sorry, document dot. I'm creating now. I'm sorry. Create element. I'm creating one element div, and this div element, I'm giving one ID also, card dot class list, not ID, class name dot add card card and same logic. Const card front, const card back, card back, card back. Now card back dot style dot background image equals to URL. Online is screen is visible, sir. Image. Online is screen is visible. I'm 100% sure it's my net issue. Screen is getting stuck. Uh, what about now? Is it stucking now? Is it clear? It's clear. Now, sir, if anyone clicks this card, how do you make sure you click it? Card dot add event listener. If anyone clicks it, then I will call one function. I'm writing arrow function here. I will call one function. Inside this function, I will use one function called flip card. There is no function called flip card. We will do it later. Don't worry. Card. Sir, this is my logic, sir. Oh, sorry. I forgot to put it front and back inside the card. Card dot append card front, card back. Okay, sir. First thing, if someone call create card, if someone call create card, I will ask two things. Give me one ID for this particular card. Give me one image for this card. Give me one ID and give me one image. Now, if that person gave me one ID, sir, and one image, now first I will create one div. I will give one class name. Then I will create one more div for front, one more div for back. Then I will write it here. For back one, I will give background image. For front one, I will write something. The front dot uh, style dot background image equals to URL, not URL. I will write it here some kind of this for all elements. Ray, why voice is trucking? Ray, your screen is trucking again. Can you see it's moving on? Online, is it clear, ma? No, screen is stopped. Why, Ray? Let me use my hotspot then. And is it clear now? Online is voice is clear now. Online is voice is clear now. Screen is clear now. Online is screen is clear now. Voice is clear. Voice is clear. Why? What happened to screen, Ray? Can you see it now clearly? Screen. I was just moving the cursors. Stuck. I don't know. It's internet issue or this web issue. Can you see now the screen here? Function create card ID image. You are sharing your screen. Yes. Is it clear? What about now? Is it clear? Online, is it clear now, the screen? Try to move the screen. What about now? Can you see that it's moving? It's moving up and down. Yes, Maya. Good. Sir, to create one function, to create one card, I created one function called create card. Then next, to create it all, I will write it here. I will write it here. First functions, uh, uh, cards dot for each, for each. Inside this for each, let's go here. Each and every element. See, see. For each and every element, you will have an ID. You will have an image, sir. Main div dot add main div dot append child, create card, c dot id, comma c dot image. Let's go here. सर कार्ड्स ड्यू के अंदर ऑब्जेक्ट्स है 1 2 3 4 आईडी 1 comma image let's go here. uh, logos. Do we have this images of logos anywhere in CSS project or some one project? I think we did something assets. No, I think somewhere I have this logos. I will just bring it up. HTML Narisheti. No, not this. Main project. Yes, this is where I got it, all those logos. Control C, go here inside our project. Let's put it here, logos. Now let's go here. Let's write this, sir. First path dot slash logos slash js dot webp slash js dot webp. Then same way, this one will be first one now. This one will be again some kind of fifth one or something kind of one. Again here ID 5 image. I am creating one static data, sir. If you remember, we did this some kind of library. Control C, Control V. Now, next one. Copy, paste, ID 2, and here logos, node.js.png, .png, then here re node.js.png, react.png 4 react.png, react.png. Here also go here 6 react.png, and java.webp. Sir, I thought it 9 cards, but that is logically silly. Why? Because each one should have 2 pairs, na? So it will be 8 cards. If I give 9 na, one will be unpaired. So game will never finish. So we should give it technically 8. Something java dot webp, and online. Are everyone clear how I created this dummy data? Online, are everyone clear how I created this dummy data, sir? Here I have total 8 cards. Each card have one ID and each card have one image also. Does anyone have doubts in this? I created one array and the array name is cards. Now what you did, sir? After this, I used this cards logic. Cards dot for each. For each बोले तो each and every element. Each and every element will be C. And I am going to each and every element. I am giving ID and image to another function. What is that function? Create card. And this create card, what it will do? It will create the front one, it will create the back one, and it will put the values. Back one, it will put the back image, front one, it will put the front image, and it will add the both, and it will add one event also, flipped cards. But we did not write what is flipped card. We should write this function. I did not write it, and then it will return the card. So let's go and see, sir, our output. Sir, directly inside for each also we can write it, huh? Inside for each only we can do that, sir. Why you did this all, sir? Inside the for each only you can do it nicely, na? Yes, I can do it directly inside for each only. But instead of this, I followed this procedure just to show you each and every line I wanted to be separate functions. Chota things also we will divide it as different functions just to show you I did. Okay. There isn't any rule like you have to follow in this only. You can do this whole thing inside this for each only. It will work. Now inspect console, inside the body, inside the div. See, cards are created. Cards are created. But the problem is, first thing, inside the front one, na, nothing came. Inside the front one, nothing came. Because each one is not having any height or width. If I give some CSS now, it all will change. Go to CSS, give some CSS, it will work. CSS is each card will have height 100 pixel, width 100 pixel, border 1 pixel, solid black. Now go here. Display. I will use something called display. Each one can be display inline block or everything is inside the memory game, sir. Everything is inside the memory game. तो memory game को display grid कर. Display grid, place items, center. Grid template columns. Grid template columns. Repeat 3 comma auto with gap 20 pixel. Why they are not coming? Body memory dash game. Here also memory spelling wrong. Now see, they came. Now cards are there, sir. Now cards are there. But when you click them, na, something is happening. Dekho here. Sir, whenever I click this button, na, if I go here, if I click this, it is calling one function. What is the function name? Flipped cards. But did I write that function flipped cards? Did I write that functions are flipped cards? No. Sir, whenever you are clicking it, it should turn. But did I write it anything? No. I should write that first. Go here. JavaScript. Here, I don't know why it is not working this background image. Instead, if I used this as just a background, it might work. No. So I will use text content. Text dot text content. Now all elements are this. If I click on this, it should turn back. Sir, did you understand how I created 9 cards and keep 8 cards and keep it? Online, anyone have doubts? How did I kept this 8 cards and kept it? If anyone have doubts, you can let me know. If no doubts, I will write it how to flip the cards logic. Is this clear, sir? Online? Online, is it clear? Yeah, thank you, sir. Next, let's write this function, flip cards. The moment someone click here, the moment someone click on the card, it will run this log. Sir, click is a event and is applicable in button only, right? Nahi, click is a event. It can be applicable to anything. You can click one div also, one image also. You can click anything. It's not only for button. So click event will work when you click it. That is the logic. It's not like for button. Click event can be applied for divs. For example, input. Input को click नहीं होता. Input को input होता. But divs are like the ones. Divs you can click it. Okay. Paragraphs you can click it. Usually people don't do, but you can do that. Yeah. Now see here. Flip card. Sir, whenever you are flipping a card, what is the one thing which you need to know? See here, I'm passing 2 things. One is card. Card बोले तो पूरा element. Card बोले तो पूरा div. इसके अंदर front है, इसके अंदर back है. 2 divs are there inside this particular card. So this card completely I'm sending. I'm also sending ID. Why, sir? Because if you send it ID na, then you can able to understand each and every card separately. So which one you are flipping it, you should know na, whenever you are flipping it. So that's why you will use something called this flip one. Sir, very simple logic is if 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 flipped cards dot length flipped cards dot length. Can anyone tell me what is flipped cards dot length initially? Can anyone see the program and tell me what is flipped cards length? Can anyone tell me what is flipped cards length? Zero, क्योंकि इनिशियली वो जीरो है. ओके, इधर फंक्शन नाम चेंज करता फ्लिप कार्ड्स function because both are same now, people will confuse. So initially there is one array. Whenever you are flipping na, whenever you are turning one card, I am noting it in one array. वो array का length initially zero है because initially nothing is flipped. If that value is less than 2, if the value is less than 2, then card dot class list dot add flip. Sir, if you are having two less than two elements are there, I am adding one class name flip. If any element is having, in case if card is having flip also, in case if card is having flip also, if card is having flip also, then you can do some kind of transform rotate y 180 degrees. See this. Console card is not defined. Who said card is not defined, right? Okay, I forgot to take this card comma ID. Perfect. Now they go. If I go here, mm, ओके, हार्ड 180 डिग्रीज बोले तो ये ऐसा टर्न हो रहा है. दिस इज रॉन्ग. बैक फेस विजिबिलिटी हिडन. बैक फेस विजिबिलिटी विजिबल. टेकन इन इफ कंडीशन ब्रैकेट्स. हाँ, वो छोड़ दो. इफ इट इज ओनली वन स्टेटमेंट ना, you don't need to put brackets actually. If it is one statement, actually you don't need to put the brackets. It's for you. If you CSS, you need to do CSS only. Or both the divs. Or position, absolute. Hmm. Why it is not turning it out? If it is this, flipped cards dot push, flipped card dots push. One object I'm pushing, card comma ID. Okay. Else, no, actually it should work, na? Flipping CSS properties. Now see, this is 180 turning. It should rotate, but instead it is actually turning it out. It is not rotating it. Why it is not rotating? I'm not getting it. Back face visibility, transform Y 180 degrees. Hmm. Elements. Inside the elements, memory game, and each one is a card. See, second one is having something called flip also. Now flip one, it is turning it 180 degrees. Now if I try it here, something like perspective. Usually for 3D people do this. Perspective 400. Pixel. No. Mm-hmm. They're having front and back. Okay, back is Node.js, no? That is not visible. Position absolute. Absolute. See, it is showing it. But why this image is not coming in the background is the problem. It is coming actually. Can I put it here? Background color red. See, this particular back is visible now actually. That is the div which is coming, but it is not coming to the front. Why? Back face visibility. We already did that also. Z index. Z index. Z index is not needed because both are in the static one only. Okay, will do. Actually, the logic is same, but in CSS we need to do small adjustments. I will check it on Monday, and for everyone also the task is also same. Try it memory game. Online also everyone whoever listening to this using the same logic, same JavaScript, check it on CSS and try memory game by Monday. Is this clear, ma online? There is no class. Obviously, tomorrow is Sunday, na? Sir, tomorrow is Sunday, na? Tomorrow there is no class, ma. We will have it next Sunday, not tomorrow, because tomorrow most people will be in the journey. Okay, so we will have it in the next Sundays. Okay, mostly by end of this month, your thing will be done. Okay, yeah. In next week only, you will understand most of the main concepts. Okay, that's it for today, ma. Thank you all. Doubt clearing session will have it Monday. Monday we'll have it some revision of what we discussed, and we'll have it doubt clearing because most people will come now. They will come with fresh mind after the holidays. So we'll have it better. Okay, ma? Online, is it clear? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Bye bye.